What is going on, people? Today I'm going to be going ahead and showing you a rally party that was going on with the M44 camp. I believe I've seen anywhere from 15 to 20 rallies. I think it varied at times, but it was somewhere between 15 to 20 rallies. There wasn't like people splitting into different guilds and stuff like that. It was just straight. However many guilds there were here, that's how many rallies we had. We didn't like make a new guild and had like 10 people there and that's it. No, it was just the guilds that are here. They were just rallying people, and it was around 15 to 20. I believe somebody said that it was 18 specifically, but yeah. Also, since these are pretty much all Chinese guilds, I had to do something a little bit different. On this one, I was a little bit late, and I'm going to explain to you why I was just a bit late. And at that point, he shielded, unfortunately. But look at the drop. He went down to 561, and he shielded. Meaning that he was online, meaning that he could have shielded before, dropping pretty much probably all his troop might. I don't really understand what was the thought process there, unless, and look, he didn't even change gear, I don't think. So unless he just literally logged in while he was taking those hits, I don't really understand what was going on there. But anyway, the reason I was late is because all of these people, they were planning each target and they were porting to them. And it was taking me a bit to find them because they were in another chat and they were all just talking a completely different language. I couldn't keep up. So what I actually ended up doing was I just followed the Overlord. Wherever he ported, I ported and set rally on whoever he clowned. Which he clowned the target pretty fast. So then that allowed me to actually keep up with them. Another thing that I started to do, because I wouldn't know like when they said go, etc., was I had another emulator open on another screen with an account watching the action. And so when they started launching, I would just let go of my timer as well. That way I would launch along with them. So the more people that we rallied, the better I got at it, and the more stuff that we started to hit. So unfortunately for this one, Evan he didn't run fast enough to that shield button because he dropped massively, and we were just getting started because not only did we have Pardon on our hands, but we also had 15 to 20 rallies. And let's be honest, there's not a lot of people that really want to take that. And even if you do take it, like, okay, let's say that you can take the 15 to 20 rallies. Do you really want to? Because you're gonna lose 8 to 10 million troops. Even if you cap everybody, like, you're still gonna lose a bunch of troops. So do you really want to do that? You have less than 5 minutes to figure it out, essentially what it comes down to. So yeah, this is one of the areas where they started looking for another target, and eventually they did find another target, and we're gonna go ahead and go right over to that one, because here's the next one. You see the clown right there. This one's from the guild Mon, and I started to rally, and I was pretty much just going range. I don't really know what everybody was going. I don't think there was any like specific rally composition as far as like how many are sending infantry, how many are sending calves, etc. So I was just going range because it covers most of the basics, and if I end up hitting one of the last, then usually it'll just be like range versus range, so it won't be too bad. So I feel like that was just the safer pick. But yeah, this one started at 992, and yeah, unfortunately that one shielded. So yeah, it looks like they started to understand what was going on. The kingdom started to know, like, okay, wait a minute. And usually if it's a kingdom like this and you see one of these rally parties going on, don't wait to alert your guild. If this is happening, don't wait until they find somebody unshielded. Go in line chat or whatever chat you guys use and send a notification like, hey, this is happening right now. So even if you're online, if you're not shielded and you get found out, and hell, even worse, if you get into fury, you're gonna be a sitting duck, essentially. So yeah, so in this case, everybody started to shield, unfortunately. So now we had to start finding people either in fury, or that they were offline and all of that, because 15 to 20 rallies is not very easy to take, especially like it's one thing to take 15 to 20 rallies from like regular people, but there's a bunch of people here that have Emperor gear, Baron jewels, completely maxed out accounts. Like you have Faizan, you got Winston, you got Lobby, just straight monsters. Okay, so now that I'm seeing people porting out, that's my cue. This is what I was doing. Let me go ahead and show you guys. So that's my cue to go to the base and check whenever Zan would go ahead and port out. So here I'm waiting because I'm watching on the other account to see when he would port, and then I would actually port right beside him. So that's how I got a little bit better at it. And see, that's the clown. So obviously I'm gonna go ahead and set a rally right away. So that's really how I was able to keep up with everything without necessarily being on a call with them. Follow the Overlord and then set a rally on the clown, and whenever they start releasing, I would see it on the other account, and then I would just release my timer. So now it would be much harder if the one that you're following isn't the Overlord at that point. Yeah, you could have somebody set like an 8-hour fake rally on them. I mean, that would be another way to go. Like one of the main rally leaders, you can go ahead and just put like an 8-hour rally on them, and then you can just follow them around. Just hope that they don't hate that. So here we go. I saw them marching, so I started marching as well, and look at all those rallies. Oh my god. So this guy started, I believe, was 900 something. I completely forgot if it was this one or the other one, but look at this. Leader captured, and he's taking all the rallies. My leader is gone, but there is the pardon. Here's the bad thing though. If you see, BTA is just now hitting their rallies, and now Husky, the one back there, is just now gonna hit their rally. So it looks like their rally hit after the pardon. So yeah, he still dropped a bunch, but now they have some leaders that we did not mean to lose. Here's the thing though, he already dropped a bunch, and we just started rallying again because he had already dropped quite a bit, and he was not gonna take more than that. So yeah, so let me go ahead and show you what all that all looked like, and maybe you can start counting the rallies. So let's see, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11. There's me, poor me. 12 13 14 15 16. So that was 17 rallies that hit at that time. So like I said, we started rallying them again, and we had to cancel because they actually shielded, which in our case was mission accomplished because they released the leaders that they had captured. So that was perfectly fine with us. Now, bad thing is that we were out of pardons at this point, but we didn't care. That's what mushrooms are for, right? So we were going for this next one, ZD Vector. Only 600 million might, and it's funny that you say only, but I believe that we were just going in blind. We didn't really care what was in there. So again, I did the same thing. I went ahead and followed the Overlord, and I was just making sure that that I wasn't too early, because I also didn't want to be the first one to set a rally and then alert them. So I was just waiting to see somebody start filling rallies, and then I would go ahead and start my rally, and yeah, that's what it is. So here we go. The timer is going down. Everybody's gonna be launching at the same time, because like I said, I figured out a system for it, and he actually ended up burning on the first hit. And look at that. That's actually disgusting. Oh my god. There's no way a 600 million might was taking those rallies, like, at all. And there goes Husky once again, a little bit late. Husky seems to be a little behind, but yeah, drops them down to 237 million. So they dropped about 400 million off of that. And I want you guys to take a look at this hit. This carpet was absolutely worth it. 24 million troops. Now that's after he already burned on the first hit, so that probably was nasty. And look at that, 7 million dead on my end. That is a beautiful hit, and it worked out perfectly for me because since he was infantry phalanx, the first 1 or 2 rallies just took off the infantry, and it allowed my range to hit his calves, which is pretty much the best sort of hit that exists in this game. Range hitting straight calves is absolutely the best. But yeah, let me take a look and see exactly what ended up dying. So we got over 4 million riders, 2 million sharpshooters, only like 600 ancient Drake riders, which kind of sucked. You would kind of want to, you know, take a little bit more T4s, but I will take it. It's definitely better than, you know, nothing at all. So there are the hits on that one. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I believe that was this one definitely didn't take as many rallies. So this one in 6 hits was done for. So yeah, there is gonna be a part 2. But yes, appreciate you guys for watching, and until later.